Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel. Hey, what is going on, YouTube? It's Friday night. We're doing something fun. Let's hang out. Normally, Crowdfunding Comics Creator Power Hour is on Wednesdays, but we're hanging out Friday night. We've got some great creators. I'm really excited to hang out. I've got two guests on tonight that have been on before. One of them has got a mouth that could make me blush, but I love her to death. The other one, man, he's the Pops that we're going to just have to bring in. And then we got a new guest tonight that I'm excited to bring on. So let's bring him in. Everyone, please welcome Christie Shinn back in the house. Christie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I've just been a busy day, looking at the campaign and all that other stuff. It is stuck at the magical number of 69 followers.
69,
69
everybody. There you go. The magic number. Let's get beyond it.
Yeah, right?
And everyone, please welcome back to the show. Pops is in the house. What's going on, Pops?
What's up? How you doing, Nile? Hi, Christie.
I'm doing good.
It's good to see
the
you.
Man with the madness. The man with the madness.
Gotta do the thing, man.
That's it. That's it. And everyone, please welcome for the first time on the show. We got Dio in the house.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me.
What's up?
Hello.
How you all doing on this fine Friday night? Did we hit up any happy hours? I mean, come on, it's the end. It's the last day of the work, the work week. What are we doing?
I'm drinking water.
There you go.
Drinking water right now.
Drinking water. Everyone's drinking water. I got the water. You got Crystal Light.
Yeah, living wild.
Drinking
water. You should get a couple light too.
There you go.
Now,
right.
I have had Dio on my show before, so
yes.
I've met Dio.
Nice. That's why I put you together. See, I got you
awesome,
guys there. You're next to each other. Throw a high five.
Heck
and yeah, man. I had my share of. I had a couple glasses of whiskey last night. We were talking with Bill Willingham. Bringing Fables to the public domain, which is pretty cool. Fucking power move.
Yeah.
What
While
a
you were
fucking
talking
power
to
move.
Bill, while you were talking to Bill, I was talking to Jeff Earls about getting Bill on his show with Mike Barron.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you guys, but you can't record this one. You can't record it. You got to go out live and let the fans interact, man. So I'm hoping that they have Bill on a live show here real soon.
Yeah. Do they have his contact?
Yeah.
They do. Okay, cool. You got to get him on. He's got to, again, get the word out there. Because I'll tell you, that is a fucking power move. Oh, my gosh.
There's been a lot of, going back and forth, DC saying no, and then, Bill saying yes. And it's I haven't had a chance to look deep into the legalities of it. So what is the latest development so far of such a thing?
Well, right now, so I was asking him, and I started looking into it myself and talking to a couple of, I got a copyright attorney friend, and he's like, there really isn't paperwork to make something public domain. You just can kind of just announce that it's public domain. It basically means you're not going to go after anyone. But I am curious, because if they're 50-50 owners of the copyright, how can one part, I would think both partners would have to agree that yes, this can go into public domain, unless he holds, maybe it's maybe he's the controlling factor of it. Maybe it's like a 60-40, who knows what it is, but he's pretty confident.
Because I filed copyright stuff on Demon Bitch. So she's copyrighted. So it's sort of if I wanted to announce another partner, I could when you do go through the copyright process.
Yeah.
But then again, with DC and him, they would have probably had some contracts going on with that, on probably more elaborate contracts. But I'm thinking probably what they probably did was that DC changed it just enough to be Fables, but it's their thing. Hey, Cara, how's it going? So, but yeah, it's like that. And then Bill had his own version of Fables, the original enough for his. So his part of Fables, he's like, fuck you, I'm making, public domain. And then DC says, no, we get to do it. But it's stories that they did. under their company. It's kind of weird. It's
well, yeah,
also
what they produced. Yeah, what they produced already is theirs, right? So no one can kind of like, continue on, the continuity that they created, that's owned by DC. That's owned by DC. But anyone can start their own thing. But again, too, like if it's public domain, then DC could continue with Fables, I assume, and even himself, Bill. So can Bill. Bill could do it too.
Well, I mean, there's also ways like of how copyright is like the version of Steamboat Willie is public domain now because it's hit that thing. Now, Winnie the Pooh itself is public domain, but not the Disney's design of Winnie the Pooh and their versions. So it's like it kind of breaks up a lot. So it's like if Bill is releasing stuff to public domain, then that's his section of it. But with DC, when DC created under their contracts and their licensing or whatever it is, then that's their thing.
Correct. And I bet you that it would probably be the final outcome.
Yeah.
It's like whatever Bill's involvement, his creation and vision is public domain. Anything that, was, DC's Vertigo title.
Just Kevin just said there in the chat, DC likely owns the art because of the different artists that have done it. Maybe even, the latest costume design probably wasn't something Bill came up with. You see what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It's going to go two different directions. It'd be cool if Bill keeps doing it and DC does their thing and see who sells more.
Exactly. And Cara, how are we doing tonight, my dear?
It took me a minute to get back up. I'm getting better. I'm doing good. I'll be at New York Comic Con.
Great.
Heck yeah. I'm trying to get there myself. I may be going. Buddy of mine might have some extra tickets for me and Frank Amazing, so we might head out there Saturday. I'm looking forward to that.
Is it this weekend or next weekend?
No, next
weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, this weekend I'll be in Rochester, Minnesota. So
next weekend I'll probably be, not this weekend, but next weekend I'll be in Metal Arc, Oregon to do a convention out there. But it looks like it'll be fun. Never been to Oregon.
I think the next thing I'm gonna do is Grand Rapids Comic Con and do my press walk like I do.
So keep talking.
Yeah.
Say again.
Oh, Cara froze.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I froze.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Now you're back.
Okay.
See, it's what we were talking about, Pops.
Yep.
The weirdness of StreamYard lately. I'm telling you.
Well,
I ran into that yesterday on SketchUp too, because I kept getting kicked out of my internet, and it was just this weird thing.
Yeah, it's freaking nuts. It's nuts. But anyways, so you guys got some great campaigns tonight. We got some fun stuff. We're going to be looking at two great books. I'm a backer of Christie. I'm going to check out, definitely back this campaign as well. We're checking out Dio's stuff tonight, which looks amazing. And, we're going to be talking something really cool. It's not comics, but you can get comics on this campaign. But we're going to be talking with Pops because, he's got the Madness Roku network. So, for many years, just like myself and Billy, the Madness comic network has been, producing videos, Facebook, YouTube, all the platforms. And now they're exploring some new frontiers, which will be really interesting to find out why go in that direction. And I'm curious to hear that. But to start off, Christie, I'm going to get up your campaign, and we're going to talk some Demon Bitch, I Hate You All. That's a great title right there on your campaign.
Thanks for backing. There needs to be a Demon Bitch and a Fire Bitch crossover. I'm just saying.
Hey, that might be an idea. That might be an idea, but Demon Bitch is notoriously very stupid, so that will be amazing.
Yes.
Well, but Fire Bitch is pretty stupid herself.
Well, there you go.
That'd be kind of a cool little sidekick,
I'm just saying that's what I do is put people together and have them do stuff. So,
okay, but it's like 69 backers.
I know.
That is cool. You gotta get a screenshot of that.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say that's nice. I mean, it's like I didn't get to even announce it. I was like, damn it, we're already at that 69 level. But hey, if anybody the 69 backers wants to double their fucking pledges, I'm down for that too. If you want to hit that number, I just got to make it to 6K before the 26th of October.
Yes, and you'll get there. You're gonna get there. So we got Demon Bitch, I Hate You All. So this is to show how crappy you all are and to make you laugh while I do it. Also, I made a stupid joke too. 2 books for this time.
Yeah. So what
Very
it is that I am crowdfunding the print run. The books are all done. Everything's all done. All the designs are ready to go. So the initial run of the campaign, and I'll have a couple of stretch goals, but the initial thing of the campaign is the Demon Bitch pen _15 here. That's to make fun of the penis meme that's been going, with a pen, like with pens right here, like, pen is here, but it looks like penis here. And I could do that I could sell it at cons. And because of my experience with some all ages shows, like I'll actually submit for all sorts of shows. So I submitted for an all ages show. I sent them everything that they could read. So it's not like I wasn't transparent. And then they'll say, yeah, you can come in, maybe cover up on your banner bitch, which I've already done anyway. WonderCon asked me to do it. So that's not a problem. And then later on after the shows, they'll come up to me and say, we were really kind of apprehensive that you were on this show because, Demon Bitch and all that, but you turned out really cool. So come on back.
Yeah.
So it was like weird. Like I guess they thought I was going to be screaming and yelling at the kids to get off my fucking lawn and I hate you and you suck, but apparently not.
You charge for that and only do it at private parties.
Yeah, like I mean that's the thing. I only do it to people I
That's
don't
in the
like.
book. That's not real life.
So,
I like how you're like, yeah, I was going to these all age events.
It's weird.
It's like
because,
comics for kids with Christie Shinn and Demon Bitch.
Well, it's funny because I would actually at regular Comic Cons, people who have small children would come up to my thing and say, "Oh, can we look at your comic?" I'm like, "Sure," and I give them the comic because it's Demon Bitch, and they're opening, so they're pointing to me like, "Look, you could be a comic creator just like her." So I decided to actually make a kids-friendly book in this campaign. It's like literally a kid's book. It is okay for children. I've had my friends who are parents look at it and read it, and they think it's funny as hell. And it's called Demon B Meets Mr. F Word, and it's about identity, your name, and the importance of being understood. And basically, Mr. F Word is upset because no one could say his name without the worst things ever happening.
Yeah.
So it's like, and the books will come signed to you. I also have I Am Shipbird, and it's a patch, it's a pin, and it's a sticker. And what that's about is that I've had enough of these stupid idiots come up to me, girls sometimes, they'll come up to me and they'll say, "You fucking drew me." And I said, "Really? I ran into 4 or 5 of you already." I mean, it's like, they're not anything special. So they get even madder that I fucking didn't like single them out and bully them, which is even funnier. So a couple of them have actually come out and said, "I'm Shipbird. I'm Shipbird. You drew me a Shipbird." And I'm like,
That's funny.
You know what? I'm going to make a pin of that. Fuck you. And like some of my friends like saw that and they were laughing and they're like going, so they want to be a piece of shit. Is that it? They want to identify as a piece of shit.
They want to be immortalized in the book. They want to be immortalized in the book, and they want to be bullied. Why are you holding out, Christie?
Well, first of all, they're not really that impressive. I mean, they just kind of like are pretty basic. I mean, those are the chicks that run around calling everybody basic anyway. And also, Blenderfuck came from that same premise. It's a magnet, and you can move it up and down on your magnet to make her look like she's humping something, or stick it on something, or put it on a patch on something. I don't care. Like that's one of each of the things. But one of the things that happens is that from Blenderfuck, what it was is that some girl messaged me thinking that it was her, and she really literally wrote to me, "Go get fucked by a blender." So I know Don Wynn, who also does Pablo the Gorilla. So I sent it to him. And so he did a bit of fan art for one of the comics. And it's also available as one of the add-ons. It's Alcoholics and Anonymous. It's like Water for Chocolate, except that's a good book. That book's a pile of shit because it has shitty alcohol recipes in it. And it shows her actually humping a blender. It's like, oh, it's happening, And but no, I drew a new magnet for it so you could just put it on there. So it's called Blenderfuck. So you're welcome, guys.
Nice. Well, just so everyone knows, I shut off monetization for this episode. For the blender fucking. For the blender fucking.
Made my case for Roku. Right there.
But let's check out the campaign video.
Over an F word, bro.
Yeah. All right, let's check out your campaign video, Christie.
Hello again. Whatever. I think you all suck. That's why I'm making another vile, disgusting, and hilarious book about a shitty character I conjured up called Demon Bitch. If you don't know what the fuck that is, well, you've been living under a rock and I can't help your stupid ass. Oh yeah, I am also doing a thing that might bring the end of humanity. That's right, I'm making a Demon Bitch children's book. What can I say? As I'm doing more and more kids shows, I've infiltrated their minds with my art,
and they all love it. My new inspiration is called Demon B Meets Mr. F Word, with the important message of how words and language matter. Anyway, Stephen Prince of Monster Matador fame wrote the foreword because he has kids. You should know that these young minions make him look remarkably soulless at times with the crap that they do to him, but they love me. Okay, back to the important shit. You'll get signed copies of the books through Kickstarter. And here's the ensemble of good artists that are fucking slumming it by creating more shit for any of you glorious assholes willing to spend a little more money. There's Mog Park, and why the fuck does she draw her sexy? There is Zoralita Bellamy of My Little Pony fame, who draws cute shit, so I don't know why she ever consented to this. Lawrence Raw Dog Hubbard, who you and I both know why he fucking consented to this. You get these signed prints on really nice paper, but whatever. I'm not nice, the paper is. You all fucking suck and I want to cry. So in addition to this frenzy of bullshit, including a pin called I Am Shitbird, these pins were designed by Hyde Hermit Studios, who have really decided to downgrade themselves by taking part in this project. Also, there's a magnet too of Demon Bitch humping something. Why Demon Bitch? Why Shitbird? I will tell you why. It's because of every dumb motherfucking piece of shit that has ever annoyed me, thinking that somehow my comic is all about them when they're basic as fuck, and then still gets mad at me when I say people like them are literally a dime a dozen. So, if people want to suck like Shitbird and piss me off, they can go the fuck ahead and I will keep making fucking money. I don't care. Which reminds me, I also compiled a bunch of crap for my stretch goals. I might even make a blank version of the pin available so that people can use a dry erase marker to fuck it up over and over again, because why not? You're money anyway. And from there, I've got another Demon Bitch pin waiting in the wings because she also sucks, and why should Shitbird take all the glory hole? And there's more, including a patch, and holy shit, you're making me torture myself. I'm all pissed off now. Gotta go make some shitty art because I'm really hating people now. Seriously, I do fucking hate you all, and I can't believe you watched this entire video. Now go buy my shit.
I love how you hate everybody.
I love
it.
That was good
That's
stuff.
my girl right there. That's my girl.
That's funny.
That's the admin of the comic related madness. That's the Christie I know. That's I'm just saying.
There you
I
go.
put a pretty picture up of
Look
me.
how
up there.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Rebecca Anderson, she took photos of me, and like we were messing around, and she just said, "So that was a pretty picture." So I went with it. Like, hey, there you go. Further to fuck up people's heads.
All right, so we got the stupid graphic novel right here. So this is the main cover?
Yeah, that's the main cover, the pen 15 here. And it's just she's holding a pen. So if you're going like, you're talking about a penis, like, no, I'm talking about a pen.
Nice.
And my friend Rose wrote that about her mom. She didn't like her mom.
My mom would approve it, then she'd eat the book because she's a fat fuck. Jesus. Oh man. This is fun.
And then there's some of the cartoons featured in the book. Like, yeah, like I can't stand chicks that do that. Like, now I can do anything I want. It's like, no, you're ugly.
Oh my god, no.
No, you're ugly. You can't.
And then there's another guy.
I took a little bit going around.
You ever want to make a Demon Bitch cartoon?
Oh, I have been approached. I have been asked. It's one of those things that might be happening. I don't know. I'm like looking into it. I mean, it's like they might actually come to an agreement soon. So who knows? I don't know at this point. Yeah, and that's Lawrence, like with his character GC trying to run down Demon Bitch and shit. They're always like beating her up and shit, and I don't mind. And one person asked me, like, well, do you think this supports violence against women? I said, she's a she demon. They're all assholes.
Yeah. Oh, this is a cool piece right here, though.
Oh yeah, it's called, I think, Manga Kakaka. That's by Zoralita. She's one of the official artists for My Little Pony, and she's done stuff for Marvel, but My Little Pony is one she's much known for. She actually did the game for it. She actually did some of the graphics for the game.
Yeah, that's pretty. I like that.
Yeah,
this is a great piece here too.
Yeah, you actually get each.
I love it.
Oh yeah, that's Mog Parks. Yeah, you can get each of them signed as a separate print too, and they're printed on like a nice linen cotton paper.
Very nice.
And they will be all signed by the artist. Now, that actually was funny because that was actually like Philip saw Demon Bitch for the first time and thought how cringy she is. So he made her kind of molest him. And he's like, and I thought that was great. So I put that in the book. Like,
that is awesome.
Love? He's like, ugh, get off. And that's Kenny Aitken. He does Apex Cybernetic Owl.
Yeah.
So it's like literally that piece is titled "Yay," and she's just her stupid face like. And Chrissy Bautista is like a longtime collaborator of mine. And the funny thing about her is that somebody told me, "Oh yeah, that's Pearl, that horror movie," and I'm like, "Oh yeah." So it's Demon Bitch like, "Please, I'm a star."
Very cool.
And that is actually not only a print, but an original piece. Yeah.
Is this your piece?
It's not mine. It's one half of Hyde Hermit is Artist Ninja Kai or Artist Kai.
Yeah.
And she actually drew that picture, and it's a print, but it's also there's the original piece is there. It's like marker and paint and pen.
Yeah.
So
that's a veiny eggplant.
It's a very veiny eggplant.
Very veiny eggplant.
Yeah.
You gotta have the veins. Fuck the kids. Demon B meets Mr. F Word.
And the books will come signed to you. But yeah, it's like I just drew it. Like she's walking down in a downtown LA, and it's like all filled with homeless tents and shit, and they're throwing garbage at her and shit because they don't like her. But there's absolutely no swearing in this book. This is completely kid friendly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like you can read it till
What
showing.
about offering like a topless variant?
No, not a top. You don't want to see that.
Like
bitch.
with no X's and just do like one little dot for each nipple. And that's
a little dot and just like a little line.
like
in one of the books, actually, my friend Denise and David did a story together, a husband and wife, and David is an artist, and they do Sapphire Directive. That's their creation, and they wrote this one pager called Nippoloni, and basically Demon Bitch's like pasties are so nasty that her nipples peel off with it, so she has to replace them with pepperoni, and a dog eats one of the pepperoni. God. I think it's in the Alcoholics and Anonymous. It's one of in the older books. So those are available in the add-ons as well as Cove Thick 19.
Did you have that in the previous campaign?
Yeah, I mean, but
I think you had that. We saw that image. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a new pin, but I brought it back for this campaign as an add-on because people really liked it. So if they missed out on the other one, they had this one. So this is like one of them. But it's like never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison.
Yeah. What is Blenderfuck?
That was the story where this girl told me I should go get fucked by a blender. So it's her humping the blender. Like Don Wynn did another fan art for it, but I did this one picture right there. An overachiever. So production shit. So it's like, so those are the different things. And both the pin and the magnet are available in sticker and patch.
Okay, cool. Nice. And how many? So you got like 34 days left on this, right? Is that what that's?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
but you know me, I'm an over fucking achiever. It's like 39%, but we're at 69. Anybody want to break the cherry is 69? That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Let's break some cherries tonight, people.
And I have a retail tier for both books. So
nice. Now your books, like your past books and everything in this campaign, are there tier levels where they can kind of catch up on your work?
Yeah, actually there are. It's like what it is that I think I have all the books. So there's a couple of them. I have electronic PDFs. So I think I have all the book one. I think it's for $40 that you can get all the books I've written and drawn that are mine alone. The ones that I write and draw for other people, it's like it's kind of mixed up in that. But at least with this one, these are all the books that I've written and drawn myself. Or you can add the PDFs, whatever you choose, or the physical books. So I have all the physical paperback books that I've done, like that I've written and drawn. That's my art book, Murder of Crows, to Sepulcher, to all the Demon Bitch books up until that. It's all paperback. I think you can add on a hardback, but it's not part of the actual rewards tier, but it is an add-on. And if you want to add on just any of the other PDFs, they're all available as add-ons as well.
Oh, fantastic. That's awesome. Now, I got a question for you because, with your books and everything, obviously you got your barcodes, everything on them. Are your books in stores? Do you have them in bookstores and stuff?
Right now, they're available on Amazon, and they're available on Barnes & Noble or whatever Amazon distributes it to. I've seen my stuff even on Walmart and like even Sears, but I haven't physically seen them. But I have given some copies. There is actually a retail version that you can have on the tier of either book or both. That if you're a comic store owner, you can order it and send it over directly. It's just unfortunately, due to costs and stuff, I can't sign them. I don't touch them if you just print them and order them straight. But what I'll do is that if I'm in the area or if you have me as a guest or if you're around where I live, I will come over and do a signing.
Oh, nice. How many books do they get in the retail tier?
I think it's about 6 each. Let me just double check. I think it's about 6 each a book. Like there's one there, you just get the Demon Bitch, 6 of those. And that's the regular Demon Bitch. And then let's see here. I'm just double checking because I'm looking here. But it's like either 5 or 6. I think it's 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get 6 of them. You get like a certain amount off. I think maybe $5 off each book or something like that. So you can at least recoup some cost. And then the other book is same thing. So you can order 6 of those as well. Let me just see the retail option. We're looking at graphic novel. I'm just double checking. 6 copies.
6
So
copies.
it looks like 6 copies of each tier.
Oh, very nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then you could do the Double Trouble one where you order them both at the same time.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, this is great. So you got 34 days to go. Everyone that's watching this live, everyone that's watching this recorded, there's 34 days left on the campaign. It ends October 27th, 2023 at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because that's where I am. So that's what it shows. But, you know, hey, check it out. Back the book. I've backed Christie's campaigns before. Great quality books, funny books. You know, it's just straight entertainment. So check them out, you know, and if you can, hey, you know, like I always say, if the money's tight, the best thing you can do is share the link. Look in the description below. The links for all the campaigns are there. Copy, paste them, post them up in Facebook, on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, Threads, whatever you're using. You know, share those links out. You may know one person, you may know 50 people that would be interested in backing these books. So that's a great way to help support.
It may not be for everybody, but if you hung out for that whole video, it's for you.
That's right, right?
Hey, and if you're wondering to introduce your kids to Demon Bitch, there you go.
Yes.
It's actually 100% kid friendly.
It's awesome.
So you get something for yourself and something for your kids. It's all for the family.
And you know, I wrote a kids book that adults could read over and over and over and over and over and over and over again without getting sick of it.
Yeah, there you go. You can't beat that.
Family-friendly entertainment.
Yeah. What do you got? I am kind of curious though, you know, because this is really like, you know, your book's fun, it's funny, but have you ever had anyone just come to you like, what is this?
A lot of people every day.
Yeah.
And I have to explain it to them, and then they go, "Oh, I get it." It's like kind of when I explained to a little girl what doing meth is bad for you, because I know we all probably grew up in the generation there, right? Back in the day, good number of us, right? So I was talking with a mom. She was looking over one of my books, and I guess we got on the subject of meth. Kind of a fucked up like subject, but whatever. It's like, it's kind of making fun of people that were like the girls that, especially primarily the girls that were coke heads, meth heads, and all that. Now, if everybody thinks that I think I just make fun of drug addicts, no, most drug addicts are okay. Like they just made a bad choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these are just especially pieces of shit, you know, that I make fun of. So one of the things is that the little girl, that her daughter was like about 6 or 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked at her, she's like, "Mom, what does meth do?" And I looked at her and I said to her, "Do you know that person you really hate?" And she said, "Yeah." And I told her, "Meth will turn you into that person." She's like,
Oh my
and
God.
I got it. And the mom was like, "Uh-huh." So I kept a little girl off meth apparently. So that's great.
Nice. You just saved a little girl's life.
Right.
And all of her friends who she'll tell that to.
Yeah, it'll turn you into a bitch you hate. Right.
Somebody says meth, and all I can think of is Sunny Slope. Cara might know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's an inside. That's an inside right there.
It's a Phoenix joke. Sunny Slope is where you're gonna find a lot of that behavior.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But Christie, thanks for coming on and talking to the campaign, and we'll continue to share the link too. You know, we'll periodically while it's just throw the link, you know, on social media and stuff. But let's dive in now. Let's bring the mic over to Dio, and let's talk the Tome of Reckoning.
Ooh.
Yes, the Tome of Reckoning. It's a book I've been working on for quite a while, and different variations of it. But I finally nailed it, and it's just my passion project. Just a good cross-country horror romp, all taking place during an impending apocalypse.
Nice. So let's check out your campaign video, and then we'll dive into the some more details.
Sure.
Very cool. Very cool. I love the artwork in this book, man.
Thank you.
It's unbelievable. And now, so you're going out through Riot Press?
Pat's he's given me help with distribution this go around, because I actually went to school with Pat. I went to Cuba school for the first year with Pat, and I've known him going on 20-something years now, since I had hair. We played in bands together. We've been or a band together, but doing comics and stuff since the school. And he's like, let's get this book out, man. So he's given me help with his distribution tips and whatnot. And I can't say thank you enough.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have Pat on. I think in like 2 weeks or something.
Roughly. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So let's talk Tome of Reckoning. I mean, like I said, the interior art's amazing. Love the cover here.
That's cool. I love that cover.
Thanks, my buddy. Ed Herrera did that. He's somebody who we went to school with as well. He's not really working he's not doing too many comic stuff right now. He's working on a book that he's trying to put out, full of his artwork, and he's just a great dude. He's on Instagram. I got to find his handle. I think I might have it down in the stuff, but yeah, it's awesome.
Nice. And you did the interiors?
I did the interiors and this cover. My fiance did the colors on the first issue, and then taught me how to use Photoshop. So from here on out, it'll be me doing it with her helping out from issue 2 on.
So now, as an artist, you went to the Kubert school.
Yes.
I'm very good friends with Anthony Marquez, who took over the school.
Okay.
That's trying to keep the tradition of everything alive. I personally think he's doing a good job, especially updating things and getting into the 21st century. I'd like to know a bit, like, what you went to the Kubert school, but I mean, who were your inspirations? Who were you looking up
my
to?
inspirations, it would be Arthur Adams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I could see kind of that Arthur Adams influence. You there, Dio? Did we lose him?
I think he froze a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost him.
He has to go hit the internet and make it work again.
Oh, there we go. We're back. Was that me?
Yeah, that was you. It's cool.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
we got
sweet.
you. We got you.
So
I was getting like
Arthur
Adams vibes,
Really? Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
It's the line work.
Thank you. And some of this line work in the first issue might seem like a little choppy. And the funny thing is because I didn't have glasses at the time when I was drawing this and didn't think I needed glasses. So the line work from issue 1 all the way to, I have issue 4 done right now, and I'm actually penciling and working on issue 5. It just gets tighter and tighter as it goes on. So if anybody's having trouble with their vision, man, go get your eyes checked. It makes a world of difference.
I can attest to that. I'm just
right. Oh, I love it now. It's great, man.
One of my friends, like, because he's a comic artist, I think Richard Fairgrave, his vision is very poor, so he has to draw like this.
Oh, but I'm going to show you guys right now. I should get a prescription. My fiance kills. She always gives me a hard time. I have a hard time spending money on myself, but this is how I draw right now with 2 pairs of glasses because I need a new prescription. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. It's silly, but it works. So
nice. It's you made like custom bifocals.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. I'm like, I'm not gonna, we buy, for her and the kid, of course, buy anything you want. When it comes to me, it's just, jerry rig it and put it together somehow. So, but it works.
Yeah. It's really quick, and I don't want to like hijack. It's kind of funny. Like I had LASIK done. Mm-hmm. And my eyeballs are now natural bifocals. One's nearsighted, one's far.
Oh, wow. So how is the vision now with it?
It's I mean, obviously you're going to degrade a bit due to age, obviously, but I got it about 10, 15 years ago, and they were going like, oh, you have haloing around the light or something. I said, I had haloing around the light anyway. It didn't matter. So it's like, I guess that's the side effect, but otherwise, like, it was fine. And your eyes can get a little drier than usual.
Really? Okay.
Like that, but that's about it.
Because that's something I was sort of interested in. I'm just so, after watching, what is it? Final Destination. It's been one of those things it's been hard to go.
You should try it. I mean, the thing is they put you on Valium, or they used to. So I just put myself on the highest value, the highest dosage. And then I was like, I don't give a shit half the time.
That's awesome.
It's very laid back though. It's not like they cut into you. It's just like light laser stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely interested in that, or maybe contacts or something. But double glasses are, I can only fit 2 on right now. I don't want to get up to 3.
You gotta get them where like you can just like flip the lenses over.
That'd be so funny.
Man.
That's awesome.
like a steampunk.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah,
something,
the
right?
apothecary.
Yeah. So let's talk. I'm gonna kind of scroll through some of these sample pages, but let's talk. Give us the premise. What are we looking at in this story?
So essentially, it's the bare bones of it because there's a lot of mystery and stuff. But the first issue is about a misfit group of people that are brought together during an impending apocalypse, fighting a two-front war between shadowy government forces and an ancient evil from beyond, and just trying to make it to the other side of the country before the shit hits the fan, so to speak.
I like the change in scenery. It's very nice. Like you can see from outside to inside, the lighting changes. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, my fiance did the color work on this. I love it. She's been helping me with issue 2, which I have finished as well. Issue 2 is done. So as soon as this gets funded, if I can get it funded, crank this out and then start working on the campaign for issue 2 as soon as all the books are out. But her color work is awesome, and she's taught me a lot of stuff. So you'll be able to see some of the new stuff because I have a 4-page preview at the end of this book when it gets printed of the new work from issue 2, and she's still holding my hand, which I need when it comes to the color work. So, but yeah, it's I love her artwork. It's so good.
Yeah, and what I really like? I like the lines. I like the thick lines where you place them. Around around the your outer lines. Yeah. And I just always love that look.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, this is great.
It's one of those things where you keep it to your chest for so long, you wonder how people are going to receive it. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to hijack you, but I'm going to hijack you for a moment here. You're talking about, your wife holding your hand and coloring. And the thing is you do not want to do it all. You do want to, if you can, ideally, you can put out more books and you can work faster. If all you're doing is pencils, someone else is doing inks, someone else is doing flats, someone else is doing colors, someone else is doing letters. So 100%. When you break that up, when you try to do everything yourself, first of all, you are very likely not going to see your own mistakes. And then it can turn into a problem because your wife does know, and she will bring those mistakes to you. And you might start feeling a little insecure about yourself and feeling like she's fucking picking on you. You got to recognize that. Don't hurt your relationship. Don't take her job. Learn from her. But
I trust her. I trust her more than it's funny. If I could have my way, I'll have you talk to her so she could color it because I love her colors. It's.
I'll talk to you guys like
it's awesome
like that. But seriously, you want to break up work because you can get the book out faster if you're doing it together. Send it out to a flatter because flatting sucks. Nobody likes that. Use a flatter, use a letterer. Because I will also say I've seen amazing books out there and the letters are shit and it ruins it.
I will say this. You're absolutely right. I have a flatter right now. I love her. She's the best. Her name is Priya Lannis. My letterer is Davison Manes. He's done stuff for what is it? Grom, Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. I don't know if you guys know that book. Yeah. I love him. He is he's actually a partner on the book. I put him on as a partner because he's done so much work to help me with design stuff. You are absolutely right. And this is the fun part about comics for me is the team aspect. So I'm coloring the book out of necessity right now, just because it's hard. She's doing her own stuff, and I don't want to keep her away from her stuff. Yeah. But she is always right next to me, showing me stuff, and she's just the best with any of that stuff. So if she says anything, I always show. I'm like, "What's wrong?" Like, please, because her color work, for me, I love. Lettering is way important, and my letterer, I love him. He's so good for the book. It took me a while to put the team together that I have. And the team that I have now, I'm just stoked, man. Everything is moving forward rapidly. Like I said, I have 2 issues done, pencils, inks, colors. And then I have 2 additional issues done with pencils and inks, just waiting for letters and colors. But it just makes it so much easier, and I think part of going to the Kubert School was to meet fellow people who had that same passion that you did. Yeah. And to have that now, when you're away from the school and you don't have that, meeting her and having somebody who's into art like I am is just amazing. And then finding the team that I have on this book so late in life and far away from the Kubert School just makes me feel like I'm back in that time again. That's awesome. I love it. I love the collaborative spirit of comics.
Yeah, and you're at a great start though too, because because this is your first campaign, right?
Yes. Well, I did try to do it during COVID. Yeah. We just had a baby, and I didn't have it was weak on my part. You know, I just couldn't balance everything, and I really just let it fall. And it was so close to getting funded, and it just didn't. But this one, I left at 500 for that particular reason. I just want to get it out. I want people to read it. I want people to get it in their hands. If I could give it for free, I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're ahead of the game. See, what you have is something great too, because you're so ahead in issues that, you know, you get successfully funded with this. These books go out. I mean, your fulfillment time will be cut down drastically because your book is done.
Yes.
And issue 2 is done. And then, you know, soon issue 3 and 4 are going to be done. So if you're building that momentum and building up that fan base, you're going to start delivering in a way that, you know, people are going to have no hesitation backing you because they know you're going to deliver.
Totally. And then
I'm going to reiterate in here also about when you spread out the work by not doing it all yourself, you're also utilizing those people's fan bases, and you're also keeping them in the art industry. You're keeping them employed, doing what we love. You're keeping our community growing, our Renaissance building, even down to, like I said, the Gemini mailers are a family-owned business that's what they specialize in.
That's awesome.
Our printers, many times, like my printer, you know, this pays for these people's kids' soccer. Yeah. It's not that we're not being rich. We just want to live like everybody else. So you're spreading that community and growing that.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Well, also, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just saying, like, also people forget in lettering is that it's actually part of the actual art piece or panel. Like, it has to fit. And that's what we all have to realize as artists, like, find the letter that fits with our particular image.
Totally. When I get a page and it's done with the colors and everything, it's cool. It's awesome. You know, I love it and it brings it to life. But nothing makes me feel such joy until I get those pages back with the lettering on it from, you know, a particular letterer. But it's just something about it. It just feels like a completed piece. It feels like a comic. Then you're like, oh my god, I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the icing on the
just
cake.
The artwork, it's sort of hard.
You know, once the letters are on it, the page is done, right? I mean, it's basically like the icing on the cake.
Pretty much.
No one agrees. It just got really quiet. What's going on?
No,
our silence was agreement.
Yeah, I mean,
I froze. Actually, I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying it's
there. All that's left is candles, right?
That's it, right? Yeah.
Hey, wait. Is his belt buckle Demon Bitch's vagina?
Oh,
crossover.
It's Jennifer's body. You know the movie Jennifer's Body? That's
Mario Ruiz says sweet work. Thank you, Mario. Now what do we got? So we got some prints here.
Yes. So we have prints that go. I have a couple of different tiers. The first tier is just the book itself with Ed Herrera's cover, and then I have some prints. The main one you have right here is both covers, my cover and Ed's cover, and then 6 prints, 4 done by me, and then 2 done by. Or 5 done by me, 1 done by Ed. So the first one's by Ed. This one is by me. I have a newer version of this, I think, on my Twitter.
I love this
I'm
world.
never gonna not see that.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Look at that. How cool
that
is
is
that?
so 80s. I love that so much. It just takes me back to like a happy place of like watching 80s movies.
That's all. That's the feel I wanted. That's awesome.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah. Also, it's like it looks like Monster Squad, that one, but the other one were like the Sentai ones, like the fucking like Power Rangers and shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Sentai ones. But the ones from horrifying Japanese nightmares or something.
That's awesome.
But like the sword, the pose, everything, the outfits. There you go.
Thank you.
So what's coming off? Like, you know, what is like shooting off him?
So without giving it away, it's like it's a sentient like piece of leather that he has on him. 4 pieces that so he can almost Doc Ock-ish, obviously, you know, so he can walk around and they're prehensile, and it's just a living part of his costume that I'll delve into, you know, later on what it comes from, but it's living part of his costume.
It kind of makes me think of Parasite. I don't know why, you know, like even though it's like a worm or alien living in him,
right?
It's like it's a sentient being.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Parasite, yeah. Makes me think of that.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I noticed it walking in one of the early prints, walking on the arms.
Oh yeah, exactly. Where he's like walking around. Yep.
Nice. Look at all this stuff. This is great.
Oh, titties.
You like horror, huh? You a horror guy?
Love it, man. Yeah. How could you tell?
I know, right?
Yeah.
And then the My Little Pony piece.
Yes.
No extra.
Pizzazzo right there from the Exorcist.
Exactly.
Very cool. And you got some great stuff. The art looks fantastic. The story concept's great too, and your prints are awesome. I'm a werewolf guy, so this man is right in the alley.
And the thing about my werewolf is, since you mentioned the 80s stuff, there's so many different werewolves from that era that I love. Like the, what is it, Monster Squad, but then you have the Howling, you have American Werewolf in London. So my guy can change into all those different shapes. You know what I mean? It's a stage type thing. So.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's actually, speaking of, we kind of said some 80s references. What time frame are we in your book?
This is in the near future. It's like maybe 25 years in the future, so not too far. And, so many stories when you're a kid, you see stories from 2000 when you're living in the 80s, and it's like all this magical stuff and flying cars, 2020. Well, we've come to realize it's pretty much bullshit. So in 25 years, we're going to have technology, but it's not going to work like the stuff, you know what I mean? It's not going to be so far into the future. Do you know what I mean? Like how a lot of stories when we were younger, I thought we'd have flying cars by 2020. And
okay, we actually had flying cars back in the 1980s and 90s, and the reason that they couldn't get it going is because they couldn't decide the FAA regulations in regards to how that would work. And actually, based on the new idea of drones, considering where FAA height begins, which is like 500 miles off the ground or whatever, or 500 feet off the ground, but your personal property only goes up about like 80 feet in the air. So that space in between is open, and they just didn't figure that out. So that's why we don't have flying cars.
Government again, then. So we could
just like Rain Man us right now with like some crazy facts.
If we had the Transformers here, that would change.
That's right. It would change.
I have if you ever want to talk about Transformers, there is a lot to consider when you recognize, like, if you were to get like a transplant of an organ, it has to come from another human. But if they needed like a part replaced, could they take it from our technology? Because it's not living like theirs is.
I'm not sure. I mean, I think in some of the canon, like in the G2 and all that, now we're getting totally into Nerdville, but like they'll actually take scrap parts and shit and all that other stuff and cannibalize it. So I guess they have that capability. But then Michael Bay went and said, oh, okay, they're biomechanical, so they adapt. So who knows? Maybe there's that weird transplantation thing.
She says
right.
Now
and so, that's where the conversation comes in.
Yeah.
We all been living in Nerdville for a long time.
I'm a permanent resident.
Damn, now I know why I just sell my flying car. Thank you, Cara.
Now I just think of this is the year 2005, like when you watch the animated Transformers movie. It's like it is the year 2005 and everybody's like flying around.
Like little things
exactly
everywhere.
I wanted a flying car since the Jetsons. I don't know about you guys, man, but
they're still trying though. I've seen a lot of articles with like these new flying cars going out and all this stuff, and they land and then they like transform into like, I mean, you can tell it's a flying car, right? But it's probably the best like car looking plane, and then like when they're ready to fly, like the wings then come out and the tail, and it's crazy. Imagine that. You're like, all right, peace, and you just fucking go down someone's road and then you're freaking up in the air.
Right.
You know what though? It's gonna get going, and some dipshit's gonna decide to put some helicopter blades on there, cut off someone's head, and then we're gonna have to start all over, just like we did with the Uber cars that were self-driving because they hit that guy in Tempe.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What's up, Shelby?
Right. There you go.
Shelby in the chat.
Yeah, what's going on, Shelby? What's up, Chatteroo?
Hey.
But yeah, man, Dio, thanks so much for bringing the Tome of the Reckoning onto the channel here. Again, the art looks great. The concept looks great. I love how you draw werewolves.
Thank you. And thank you for having me on. I can't say thank you enough.
This is awesome. Seriously. And everyone, there's 16 days on this campaign. He's a little more than halfway funded. So check it out. Back the campaign. Please share it on all your socials. Also, any fellow YouTubers and stuff out there looking for some great guests. There's some great guests on here. Feel free to reach out. You can find them on all major social networks that are out there. So, Mr. Pops, let's go into a different world here, man. Let's talk about what you've got going on with the Madness ROKU network.
Well, it's just the next evolution of where the madness is going, right? I mean, we started 4 years ago with the little tiny Facebook group, the Madness, the comic related madness. We've been out here doing promotion and setting up CromCon and doing that every month for 3 years, and just tons of different stuff that we've done. About 3 years ago, we started a YouTube channel, right?
Mhm.
We started doing our Madness weekly shows. But then last year, I got this weird idea to try and bring everybody to one place. And I started talking about the Madness Comic Network, and we started bringing people's shows over to the YouTube channel. We provided a StreamYard where people could be broadcasting out to 8 different destinations. We, just started what I was calling a beta test on YouTube to find out if I could find people that would consistently, put up a show weekly or bi-weekly or whatever they said they were going to do, consistently be there providing content, people that I could count on to promote each other and back each other up and help each other out. And we really have a seriously solid little nucleus of what could be huge. Okay, we got like 35 or 40 different shows on the YouTube channel right now that are all going to Roku. And I'm not saying they won't still be available to see on YouTube, but you won't never see them get chopped up. They won't have to worry about being demonetized. There will be no monetization thresholds. There's no, you got to have this many subscribers or watch hours or none of that crap. If you bring your show to our Roku channel, you get 50% of the ad revenue generated by your show the first time somebody watches your show, and every time after that, obviously. We're funding this platform for the year. Okay, I'm not like going to try this for a month and see if it works. The funding is for the whole year, so it costs about $5,000 when you're talking about servers, streamers, analytics, all the stuff that you need to actually build a Netflix-style view-on-demand platform, which is what we're going to build. Okay, so like Christie's show is on our network. People are going to be able to watch every one of Christie's shows from beginning to present, like binge watch all Christie's stuff. It'll all be there, you see, from day one. Okay, because she was ground floor in this. She had faith in what I was doing, and she brought her show to the network while we were just a YouTube platform, right? But YouTube has this problem with blacking people's screens out and demonetizing them and taking their channels away even. Okay, I'm not going to do that. You bring your show to our network and you're with us for the year. Okay, now if the DMCA, obviously, or the FCC or the FBI comes to me and says, Pops, that show's got to come down. Well, okay, I'm going to email you a copy of the email I got. I'm sorry that show's got to come down, but I'm not going to demonetize all your other content because of it. That's BS.
Yeah,
right?
No, I agree with that.
I'm doing this. I want a platform I can be comfortable on. First off, half of our people aren't anywhere near monetization. Some of them will never get monetized because of their content, right? But they can be monetized down Roku. And we want to give the showrunners more control. Like if you don't want any ads running during your show, there'll be the Roku ads at the beginning, and then whatever ads you want to run, however many you want to run at the end. If you want to run them every 30 minutes, if you have a 2-hour show and you want to run ads every 30 minutes, whatever you want to do is up to you as a showrunner. You get to have control of that. Once we have a decent ad library, you'll even get to choose the ads you want playing during your show. You can also have your own in-show sponsors that have nothing to do with me. Obviously, you guys all have sponsors. I'm not going to get in between any of that either. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to try and make you exclusive anything. None of that crap that everybody else is putting on you, right? I want you to be able to just bring your show to our network and know that going forward from January 1st through the whole year of 2024, you're going to be taken care of. You're going to have a place where your content's going to go. It's not going to get audio flagged. It's not going to get video flagged. Okay, unless I get something from the serious people, not Google or YouTube. I don't care about or even the British government. I don't care.
Well, that's pretty neat, man. So how is anyone that wants to get on the network, how do they get to do that?
Okay, well, we have 4 different. First off, this is a 3-pronged attack. We have stuff for the fans. We got stuff for sponsors, for comic store owners, convention runners, and we got stuff for showrunners. Okay, so because of the way Kickstarter has it like set up where it's buy monetary on the sidebar there, it's kind of shit's all mixed up, but
yeah,
you can't do anything about that. It's just the way it is. Personally, I'm not a fan of Kickstarter. Kickstarter knows that. But the guy who's running my campaign and the guy who's building our platform, Max DeVille from Atrocity Press, he's the one that's building the developer of the actual Roku platform. He has a following on Kickstarter. Timothy Fling, our campaign manager, he has a following on Kickstarter. Lori Calcaterra, the lady who wonderfully built this page, she got some following on Kickstarter. So yeah, we're going to use Kickstarter. It's just a smart thing to do, right? But the way they have it set up on the sidebar is kind of goofy. Anyway, this is the whole thing right here. A great idea. It's only a great idea until you surround yourself with the right people. Then a great idea can become a reality. Okay. Timing had a lot to do with this. Max offered us a deal to build this where he's basically doing it for free. Mm-hmm. He really gave us a great deal to do this where I had to actually tell him, no, Max, you got to take something. You know what I mean? It's like you have to. But he's been a member of the Madness from way back in the beginning. I actually have the first Mary Machine Gun book that Atrocity Press put out. Hell, I got Cara's books. I got some of everybody's stuff up in here somewhere. But this is your basic breakdown. If we get to the goal of $5,000, that's what all that breakdown is what $5,000 what we need. The servers for the year. And something else that I know some of you guys pay for professional StreamYard. What do you pay for your StreamYard, Nile?
I'm sponsored by StreamYard, so I don't pay.
Isn't that sweet? But you know what a year is. You know what a year of program.
It's about $500 a year.
It's about $636 because I paid it for last year.
Did you?
Yeah. And my sponsors paid for mine as well. But this time
you should email them.
I'm going to include your seat in the Pro StreamYard for joining the network. So you don't even have to pay for that anymore. You just come use ours.
Yeah, right? If you should email them and let them know what you're doing. And if you put, the StreamYard logo on like all my promos, if you look in the bottom corner, you'll see StreamYard. And in my description, you've got my affiliate links and stuff for StreamYard. And if you email them and tell them what you're doing, they'll probably sponsor you as well.
I've been giving them a hard time about not promoting the people who put dozens of shows on their network every week.
Oh, on StreamYard?
I mean, I use StreamYard like 40 times a week, right?
Yeah, they're not going to promote us, though. They won't promote us.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like they give you that little message at the end of every show, and it's like, you guys could promote us. I'm really using the heck out of your service over here.
Yeah.
But, first off, we have a referral program. Anybody who talks a friend into bringing a show to the network will get a free 3-month ad, 30-second ad to be played on the Roku network at least 3 times a day, every day for the whole 3 months. We don't have a lot of ads yet, so you can pretty much guarantee your ad's going to get played a lot more than 3 times a day. Mm-hmm. Okay? But we have picked up 7 people on different ad tiers, 1 month, 3 months, 6 month, or a year. We have 4 different tiers for ads. Okay, if you only want it running during your campaign, we'll give it to you for a month. $20. We'll play your ad at least 3 times a day for the whole month. If you want it running during your sign up and your campaign, we got a 3-month. If you're a convention runner and your convention's in July, you can run that thing all for 6 months before, right? Mm-hmm. We got a 6-month one. And there it is right there. Sponsorship tier for 1 month. And you can see we've already had 3 people jump on that. That's just like I said, 30 days, we'll play your ad. Now we also have the showrunner tiers and the sponsorship tiers, two different things. Showrunner tier, for $25, if you don't want to upload any previous content and you just want to start doing your show on our network from day one on January 1st going forward, $25 you're in. $25. Okay.
Nice.
If you make Max work and he has to upload videos, previous content and whatnot, then each level costs a little more based on how much work you're asking Max to do. Okay, but you can have up to 500 videos uploaded
per show.
Yeah, I mean, you got your show. If you have 500 previous episodes, we'll upload them all for you. I think it's $225 or something, $200, something like that. Then that's like one of the highest tiers. There's no big money up in here. I'm trying to make this affordable for everybody. Max is offering us a deal we will never get. Nobody's ever going to get their show on Roku for $25, guys. Nobody. Okay, he's offering us a deal we can't beat. So, that's what I'm saying. We got things for the showrunners. We got things for the just the creator that wants to have their ad played. Okay, the convention runner, the comic store owner. You want your ad played? We will play your ads, dude. Serious business. Now, we get to the stuff that we're offering for the fans, just to help us out, to help us get this thing funded. Okay, there's all kinds of cool stuff for the fans as well. We have 37 different PDFs. PDF bundles by Two Fisted Comics, the whole first trade paperback, or the whole first trade of Six Gun Gorilla by Brian Kriskow. You can get that. Omen Comics, Revelation Comics, Silverline Comics, all these guys, Dust Bunny Mafia. I knew they were going to do that when I was doing this. Everybody say hi to Rocky, But we also have sketch cards available by 5 different awesome artists: Doc Blaylock, Rich Parada, Ron Moskowski from Romo Art, and Dal that did the Still Toking With comics. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those, but they also do a show on our network, Still Toking With. We've had Tommy Chong. We had Gina Shock just last Wednesday from the Go-Go's. All right. They pull in some awesome guests. We've had just some great people through their show. Sketch cards by Chris. Another one down is Christian Zaffo is also offering some sketch cards. And these guys are just doing this to help us gain the money. Corey Barton offered a head sketch. That's an A4 size head sketch of Kozar. And if you all don't know who Corey Barton is, check yourself. It's a shame. Okay. Jay David, you guys know Drunk 3PO. Achromatic Chronicles Blue. He offered us 2 signed copies. So you can pick up a signed copy here. And it's the same price that he's selling them for on his campaign. I'm not trying to, undersell him or anything because he donated them. I told him the same thing. I told Corey the same thing. It's like, look, I'm not going to undersell your art. What'd you sell it for on the campaign? And we'll match that. That's this one here. The Devil You Know Better is an actual novel. It's short stories about no sympathy 4. It's signed by Mike Barron and Hart Fisher, and it is number 13 of 25. So if you're you lean that way, that's kind of cool. It's a good book to have. I actually have one, and it's a good book. It's real good stuff in there. Nice. You got 2 different shirt options: basic Madness Roku Network on the front, or you can get the Madness Roku Network logo on the back with the sheriff's badge on the front that will denote how you were one of the people that built the Madness.
Very cool.
Cindy Kep, another person that's one of our sponsors, Cindy Kep. She does all kinds of cool stuff. You see us play her ad at the beginning of our show all the time. She makes these cool little crochet stuff, dragons and all kinds of cool stuff. Well, she made a crochet crown. She said she'd make 5 more for the campaign. So if you like little crochet cool things, there you go. Cute. If you have an independent film or animation or anything, and you just want to throw it up here for the year, $100. We'll play it all year long. You get half the ad revenue generated by this for the whole year. Okay, so It's like you got to throw a little in to help us build it, but as this thing grows, we're all going to get something back. You know, everybody's going to get something back. So that's
now, do they? I got a question for you with Roku monetization, because you're talking about how people get something back. Obviously, you have ad rev. Is there view time revenue?
I don't think there's view time revenue unless you are doing stuff behind a paywall, like subscription stuff. Then there might be. But for us, we're just placing ads where the showrunner wants them. You get half the ad revenue for the, stuff that's seen on your show. And that's why we're getting the streamer and analytics, so we can show you exactly what was generated by your show, And I know that the rates that YouTube gets paid compared to what they pay, we're going to do a little bit better than that too, because Max don't care about this. He just builds them and then moves on, That's what he told me. He's like, man, I'll build it and I'll maintenance for a year, but you're going to learn how to take care of it because I just build them. I don't do anything else. So, we know it'll be up for a year for sure. We already have our foot in the door with Hart Fisher and the American Horrors Network. He's already got an ad from me to play on their channel. So people will know we're coming. And, we got the Baron Earl Show plays on our network. Ask Chuck Dixon plays on our network. The Horror Movie Club, Brian Kriskow Show plays on our network. Christie's Lunch Hour plays on our network. Doc's Coffee Shop. Some of my shows I gave away to people, like the Tuesday Morning Brew is now Lori Calcaterra, one of the best shows on the network, man. She just kills it, She does a really good job. She does a 2-hour interview with a single person once a week, and her show's awesome. Just so many cool things going on. So many cool shows. Draw stream. Stephen B's Bullcat Studios does a draw stream. Rich Parada does draw stream. He's also my co-host on Monday Madness. Just, so many things going on all the time. Timothy Fling is live right now on our network with Lori Calcaterra and Tanner Hurley. It's all action, man. I'm not even doing my job right now. I'm out here promoting. Right?
Well, you gotta get the Roku network going. You gotta do your part, right?
And that's the whole thing. And for like I was trying to reiterate mainly the thing that a lot of people understand is people came to this network that used to pay a lot of money for StreamYard. They don't anymore. They don't. We provide StreamYard. So that right there, to bring you, if you came to our show with 500 uploads and everything, and you paid $225, we still just saved you $425 because you have StreamYard Pro for the year.
Yeah.
It's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, from where I'm sitting, if I can go somewhere and they're going to give me free StreamYard for the whole year and I get to do my shows, and then they're going to put me in front of an untapped audience, guys. There's nothing like this on Roku. Nothing. Yeah. There's like 2 comic channels and they do 1 show a week. We're going to go over there with 25. Right now, we can upload 2,500 different videos on 40 different playlists right now. That's a lot, that's a lot of content that's going to be there from day one. I want people to go there and get stuck. You know how you get on the streaming service and you're trying to find something to watch and you click, 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 click. I want there to be so much stuff on our network that people get stuck there just trying to find something to watch.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. That sounds awesome, man. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm still curious about, because obviously, when you run these shows, like, the monetization, everything helps bring in funds to maintain stuff, software and things. Now, will Roku give you if I'm giving you like $50 for 3 months to run my ads, that's $50 that I just paid you. So then if that ad runs, 300 times, how are you continuously getting revenue in that it's worth it for let's say Pop XP is like, hey, we want to go to the Madness Network, right?
Okay.
But we want to make money because we're spending a lot of time making our content. How are we guaranteed that you're running ads and everything, but what's the continuous flow of money coming in that's going to give me my monetization?
You got to have people watching. Just like everywhere else, it's going to be, it's based on views, obviously. Okay. I think.
But you own the ad, so you're controlling the ads.
No, Roku plays 2 ads before everything.
Okay, so Roku is supplying ads.
They're going to get,
Okay.
they do their, but you can also, out of our ad library, if you want to add more ads, like your own ads, your friends' ads. This is all a cross promotion thing, man. It's a network, guys. If everybody's not helping everybody, nothing grows. And this has grown out of nothing. So I know that much is true. Networking is what has made this into what it is. Now it's what gave me the idea to take it to the next level. Obviously, I want to be on over-the-top TV, guys. It's like that. It's an untapped audience. Who knows what could happen over there if this thing takes off, and we will have our foot in the door a little bit. Hart Fisher's American Horror channel got 8 million views the last 3 years.
Yeah,
It's going to be playing over there. They're going to know we're coming, And the thing is we're going to bait them with horror comics, horror shows like the Horror Movie Club that's on our network. We're going to say, hey guys, we got stuff you might like over here too, and pull that audience to come check out some of our stuff, and hopefully it takes off and we gain a Roku following, because really that's what it is. I mean, Hart's got a Roku following.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I wish you luck with this, because you're tapping new waters, and you're really going to be testing that.
If I don't do it, somebody else is gonna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. You might as well, right? Even if someone else is already doing it, you got to give your shot, because maybe you can do it better.
I mean, it's not cheap. Look, if I could just go spend $5,000 to do this and set it up myself, I wouldn't be running a Kickstarter, and we'd already have 40 shows playing over there.
Yeah.
I don't got $5,000, guys. I need help to make this happen. A lot of these people are offering really cool stuff for you to help us make this happen. Definitely want more shows. And you can see we are all about promoting other people. If you got a campaign that's live right now and you want your link dropped on the bottom of this, just hit me or Lori or Timothy up, and we will hook you up. Because look, everything I've done this whole time has always been about promoting everybody else. Always. Yeah. So that nothing has changed. That's my dude right there. Critical Blast, RJ, Fulfillment. Ain't nobody better. He's one of our sponsors, has been one of our sponsors, and he's one of the people that took the bite from YouTube for contributing content to our network. They demonetized RJ.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's horrible.
I mean, you said something earlier, and I was like, you just made my point for Roku, guys. It's like, look, we're going to go over there. Nobody's going to get demonetized. You might have a show taken down if the DMCA says, hey, that's copyright claim, but it's going to come from them, not from some scammer on Facebook.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm going to ignore those guys because they don't matter. If it's not coming from an actual entity that matters, I don't care what them emails say. There's not going to be no mob bullshit. Nobody's going to go, hey man, that guy's not cool, you need to take him down. No, he ain't breaking no laws. I don't got to do nothing.
Very cool, man. No, this is cool. I'm gonna follow this. I want to see how you do, how Roku treats you, how what the type of audience is like, because you may be onto something, Pops.
Well, I want everybody to check this out. It's a Kickstarter. Okay, It's got 40 days left. If it's funds, it ain't gonna take your money until the first week in November anyway. If you're interested in picking some of this stuff up, just pledge now. Let's bump these numbers up. Let's get this thing looking like it's going to succeed, so more people will bring their shows and and buy ad space.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we did pretty good. I had a real bad experience on launch night. Now,
What happened?
a tree took out a line down the road 30 minutes before the launch.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
That sucks.
And my friends, being the cool people that they are, Doc and Lori and everybody, still went out and did the launch party for me, but I couldn't even be at my own launch.
Oh, man.
And I know that hurt because everybody's like, oh, you know, people probably tuned in, Pops ain't even there. What the hell? And just tuned right back out, right?
Yeah.
You know, some people didn't even find out what happened till the next day because I had no power.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even get on with my phone because sure enough, my phone was dying at the same time the power went out, right?
No.
It was like the worst. I was sitting here just like,
It's like someone knocked your dominoes over.
dude,
Man.
it was like I got punched in the gut right before my launch, you know, and it was like, man, can anything else worse go wrong? You know, it's like, how come, you know, it's like, but I got 25 or 28 lovely people that have jumped on with this. I think we have 4 new showrunners that have jumped in, 7 different new sponsors have picked up ads.
Mm-hmm.
Look, guys, like I said, they're not going to take your money for another month. If you're considering it, just jump in. Just jump in. Look,
and I encourage everyone, check out this campaign. There's a lot of stuff in this campaign. If you're a creator or a fan that wants to see this network happen, I mean, there's just a trove of just amazing stuff in here from some amazing creators. And take the opportunity, help support Madness Roku Network. Again, this is charting some new waters, you know, with what they're going to do here. And if you can do it and you can help fund it, please do. You know, for viewers that are live right now that are going to watch this recorded, we've got 39 days to go on this. November 1st it ends, so we got a month to make this happen.
And we're going to do another CromCon on
that
final weekend, I think. I think Halloween's on a Tuesday or some stupid crap like that, right?
Yeah, like on a Tuesday or something.
Okay, so the weekend before that, we'll probably do a CromCon, and we'll, try to get all the people that are involved that have shows on the network or whatnot, and have them all come out one after another, talk about why they supported me in the first place. Like Christie can tell you right now, it's like I've been promoting people for a long time, man. I put my heart and every bit of what I do pretty much all day, every day into this.
Yeah.
I can't, man, let me tell you what, you know how a snowball starts rolling downhill?
Yeah.
And it gets bigger and it starts going a little faster and then it starts getting out of your reach and you can't catch up to it because it's like starting to grow beyond your means, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you start reaching out and grabbing people. And you're like, dude, help me with this. And hey, man, can you help me with that? A whole bunch of what you see in our network is people that have come to my rescue. Because, in the beginning, I didn't know nothing about tech or anything. And Phil Leon started helping me do CromCon and teaching me how to run StreamYard. And, it's like a whole bunch of different people that really contributed a lot to make this happen over the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the face, but let me tell you what, there are a lot of people, Doc, a lot of people, Rich, that have just been here 100%. Christie's been here since damn near the beginning. It's a fun network. If you're not a member of the Comic Related Madness on Facebook, it is for you. It's a place where you can drop your link every day and nobody's gonna, hey man, quit spamming my group.
Right.
It's what the group is for, is networking and promotion, guys. That's why it exists. Use it. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you join my YouTube channel, I pretty much give everybody that's a creator a wrench so that you can share your links to your projects. You see us live. We're live 40 times a week. Drop your freaking link. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to build something here that helps everybody, man. Just, become part of it. That's all I can say.
Awesome.
I could talk about this all night long now. That's why I wanted to go last, man.
Well, man, I got to say, I love what you're doing. I love what you've been doing. We've been pretty much both doing this stuff for almost the same amount of time. And, it's cool to see, like I said, to me, it's you're going into new charted waters that, no, I don't think anyone's really thought of. I'd really like to see this happen for you, for all the hard work you and your team have put in, Christie and everyone with their shows and what you guys built. You know, why not? You know, so hopefully, you know, everything gets funded and you guys can actually make this thing happen. And, you know, I get to watch some shows on Roku, you know, at the comfort of my in my living room, you know.
Awesome. It's for everything.
Yeah.
One of the new shows coming in is actually a RC car hobbyist that, you know, races RC cars. I think he actually lives right down there in Arizona. His name is SK Hobbies AZ. Okay, that's his channel on YouTube, and bring his show to the network because I want it to be for stuff we love. It doesn't just have to be comics or you know, we don't have a review channel on the network. Okay, because I've always been the hype guy, right? I never wanted to do reviews or anything because I'm always trying to promote people. But it'd be cool to have a review show now that we're building this different type of platform, right? If you got a review show and you want to be the first review show in the Madness Network, come on, man. Kimo Sabi, I'm looking right at you. You know, there's some people that do some really good reviews, and I'd love to have them bring their stuff to our network too. Anybody, man, you want to bring your stuff?
Will you view people's content though to make sure, like, will you look at someone's content and be like, you're a good fit for the network or you're not a good fit for a network, or are you just going to let anyone just get their show on?
I think their ad revenue, their ad revenue will speak to whether or not they're a good fit to the network. Okay, their content is going to speak for itself. I'm nobody's daddy.
Okay.
You know, if you go out there and your show is crappy or drives people away, you're probably not going to get a lot of views and therefore not a lot of ad revenue. Okay, you want to be entertaining.
Are you going to cancel shows like a TV exec? You know what I mean?
I won't. Like I said, if they tell me that something has to come down, an episode of a show of a playlist has to come down, it'll come down. You know, if it's from the DMCA or the FCC, you know. But
I meant like if sorry to interrupt. I meant like if there's not enough views on a show, are you going to you know what I mean? Like, are you going to have to play that part of? No. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you know, look, Tubi has hundreds and hundreds of shows and stuff. There's a lot there. You know, are they going to find your stuff? They're only going to find your stuff if it's popular, and you know what I mean. It's like just like any other network, right? But it is going to be their view on demand. So. It's also like behooves you to drive.
Yeah.
Traffic,
but you have to pay. You have to pay for their server space, though, right?
Say again.
You'll have to pay for their server space. Like if you have shows that don't perform.
Yeah, we have to pay for the server for the whole first year, but that's part of the budget of the whole thing. We're budgeting in this for the whole year. Okay. Nice. Now look, next year, I don't know, right? I mean, if we do good. And we can afford new server space for more shows, we'll obviously bring in more shows. But I can tell you right now, Max's work ain't going to be this cheap.
Yeah.
Okay. If you come to him after this campaign and you want him to upload 200 videos, it ain't going to be $100. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's gonna nail. He's giving us the deal now. He's not. The deal ain't later. The deal is now. You see what I'm saying? So. Don't come to us afterwards and ask to bring you show. It's not going to be the same price. It's going to cost more because now Max is working outside of the time that he set aside for us. You see? You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of work uploading a few hundred videos.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a lot of work. You're probably talking a few thousand videos.
Well, yeah, we already have like
tens of thousands of videos, right? I mean, eventually,
we already have 2,500. And I'd love to have a whole bunch more. Look, like I said, I want so much content there that people get lost when they come to the channel. Oh my God, look how much stuff there is. Check that out. You know what I mean? I want people to get lost on the channel, man. And to do that, we have to have a lot of content.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, Max is offering us this deal, this one-time deal. I can promise you, you will never get your show on Roku for $25. You can buy a Roku. You can pay $5,000 and get your show up there, but you'll never get your show on Roku for $25. So, you know, I mean, and then somebody's just gonna offer you a free StreamYard on top of it.
Yeah, no, you got a great deal there. You got a great deal there for creators, man. But again, I'm going to wrap this up though. So Great job here with the Madness Roku Network, everyone. Check that out. Help support this new channel that's going to be going up on Roku. And everyone, please head on over to Indiegogo. Check out the Tome of Reckoning. Dio's got a great book here, incredible art. And please head on over to Kickstarter for Demon Bitch. I hate you all. Kickstarter. Christie is hilarious. She's a great person. I love her so much. I'm so entertained when I talk to her. And her books are amazing as well. All the links, everyone, all the links are in the description below. They've been posted into the live chats. Please share them out. If you're not going to back it, just please share out the campaigns and just spread the word to people that will back it. And Cara, before we head out, do you have anything going on that you want to let people know about? Or do you want me to go to someone else while you're chewing?
You're the waiter that just lost half your tip now. Never, hey, if you're a waiter or waitress, never
well, on the
walk
tiny
to the
screens, I couldn't tell she was chewing. And now that we're blown up, I looked at her thing and I was like, oh, she's eating. What are you eating? What are you eating?
Well, I got this Beyond Meat fake turkey, and it's hot and spicy. And it's it was left in my car for like 3 weeks. And, it's been over 110 degrees for the past 3+ weeks. And, yeah, it got very, very dry.
Ooh.
So maybe that's why you had a stomach bug, because you're eating Beyond Meat that's sat in your car for 3 weeks,
I
100
am
degrees.
notorious for my bouts of food poisoning.
Well, it's kind of funny because Beyond Meat, I've tried it. Like at first, it seemed actually kind of convincing to me. It was like a texture. But then after a while, it started tasting like petroleum to me, which was odd.
Well, but I bought their stock, so
Making sure you return, get your dividends.
It's awesome.
Well, yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming on tonight. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for having us.
We've got some more crowdfunding comic stuff going on next week. We're trying to get Marty Cove on, the sensei from Cobra Kai. He's got a book out right now, so we're working on him and his creative team. Hopefully next week, maybe the week after, but I got a bunch of other creators lined up. We're also going to be hanging out with Ron Garney on Thursday, talking to him. He's a good friend of ours. Of course, we got to talk Berserker, right? Now it was like working with Keanu Reeves, so we'll be hanging out with Garney. And we'll got some Steven Semino stuff popping up next week, which is great. And we just got a super chat in. Let's see what we got here.
Yay.
Mario Ruiz, $5 super chat. Thank you. Time to pay the tab. A potpourri of a show. Demon Bitches, Roku, Madness, and great looking werewolves. Taking the props off of my car. Cara, later Scala.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
I gotta give a shout out to Christian over there in the chat that just popped in. He's one of the people doing sketch cards on the campaign, so I gotta give him some love. Right? What's up, Christian?
There we go. What's up? All right, cool. All right, everyone, have a great night. Enjoy your weekend.
Good night.
Go join the madness and watch some great shows.
Awesome.
Get her off 69. Get her off 69. Somebody quick.
Oh, thank you.
Get her off 69.
I never thought I hear that.
I mean, hey everyone! Thank you for joining us on Pop XP. Thank you for joining us on If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.